Jackie Rader. Would you mind stating your name and address for the record, please? And you have up to 5 minutes.
Hello, my name is Jackie Rader. My address is 2404 Buffett Mill Road. I am a parent, and I am against high-stakes testing. Here are just a few reasons. The tests are not always state-mandated. Testing time takes away an enormous amount of teacher class time. And some of the testing is on the computer when most of the students have never had a test on the computer, have never had a keyboarding test or a computer test or a class. Some of them don't even have computers at home, so they don't have any idea what to do. It's very unfair. I'm a parent who is also against the multiple yearly teacher evaluations that they have to endure and are subject to every school year. Because I have worked for Knox County, both in a classroom setting and also as a school secretary, I have personally seen the stress and anxiety that it constantly puts on teachers. The evaluations interfere with classroom time. Even if nothing is said from the evaluator, it still distracts not only the teacher because he or she is concerned if they are not remembering to do the right thing or say the right thing, or if the students are finally catching on and they have a lot of questions, or the teacher wants to elaborate more on a subject, he or she is still trying to stay true to their plan so that it won't be counted off on their evaluation. But it's also distracting to the students because if the evaluator, say, happens to be one of the principals, they're constantly sitting there wondering, what are they doing in here? Has the teacher done something wrong? And lastly, being evaluated by a peer teacher is sometimes unfair to the person being evaluated, because if the music teacher is evaluated by the math teacher, how do they know what is key and what is not? Finally, also the rubric is not always acclimated for every teacher or every subject. I'm a parent, and I'm against high-stake testing, multiple testing, and yearly testing for evaluators and teachers. And because I have 2 minutes and 44 seconds left, I'm going to say something about this Common Core. Let me tell you, it's about to drive me nuts. As a mama, I can no longer help my children with their homework. I have been in accounting for 30-something years. I can't do a simple math problem. And I guarantee you that the majority of you couldn't do it either. Because I don't know. 2 plus 2 has always been 4. And if you have 8 apples on a tree and Johnny has 6, how many total apples are there? It's 8 plus 6. There's 14. But now we have to go 8 plus what makes 10? 2. So 8 plus 2 is 10. And you take the 6, you subtract the 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So we have 14 apples. Why? I have no idea what that means. And if they don't say it that way, and if they don't write it down that way, it gets counted wrong. I can help my children with their homework, and I can get the right answer. My daughter is an honor student. She has Algebra 2. She goes to Fulton High School. Courtney Rader rocks. She is struggling in algebra because now I can show her I can help her get the answer, but I can't help her get the answer the way she's supposed to. I'm just thanking God they're not in second grade anymore because that was a second grade question that I just gave you. Why is it not 8 plus 6 equals 14? It makes no difference. I don't understand it. And I still have 1 minute and 8 seconds left, so I'm going to keep talking because it is driving me nuts as a mom. I'm not illiterate. I'm very smart. But I cannot help my children with their homework, and I'm not the only parent having this problem. I just do not understand Common Core and why we have to change 8 plus 6 is 14 to make it 8 plus 2 is 10, and 6 minus 2 is 4. And I hope you all have a good night. Oh, I also wanted to say this. Wednesday nights is not a good night to have these board meetings. Here's why. At 5 o'clock, most people are just now getting off from work, so they can't get here in time. Also, we live in the Bible Belt. It's church night on Wednesday nights. I had to explain to my preacher why I wasn't going to be there tonight, but I'm doing a little preaching of my own, so Wednesday nights, if we could just change it to Thursday, that'd be better. Or maybe 8 o'clock on Wednesday, that way we could go to church. I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all are listening to all these people because they're all very smart and very important. Thank you.
Brenda Owensby. Brenda Owensby. Would you state your name and address for the record, please, Brenda? And you have up to 5 minutes.
Okay, this is a difficult group to follow, just let me say